So this is the 21st of November 2020. I just watched Jose Mourinho's Spurs beat City, and I have to say I'm quite impressed with how they played this game out. And oh my, what a Jose Mourinho-esque this game was. Tottenham had 4 total shots to 22 of City. 11 of those from City were blocked. 10 to 0 corners. And the only 2 shots that made it on target from the Spurs, they landed. And I mean, this is what Mourinho's football philosophy has been about. He's been the guy to play a very structured, clean defense and look for high completion passes in the transition, catch the opponent off guard, especially historically against Pep, because, I mean, for everyone that doesn't know, these two have great history coaching against each other. And Mourinho has been spending the years really figuring out how to punish the high defensive line, the high ball possession type play Guardiola loves to do, forcing tactical fouls. Even though in this game it was quite equal. I think both had like two yellow cards, if I remember correctly. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we expect from Mourinho when he's at his best, when his team fights for him, when they go into the match, which is usually quite easy for him to do to inspire his team. But of course, the way his tenure at Tottenham has started out threw up a lot of red flags for everyone around, and people were wondering if he could do it. And now we see ourselves right here with Tottenham having 20 points, tying Liverpool, and being better in the last 5 games, with them winning 4 out of 5, tying 1. Liverpool winning 3 out of 5, tying 2, which of course is not a big difference, but if you really consider the context of people having had huge doubts about whether Mourinho's Spurs would perform this year, I think this is quite the big accomplishment. So now we got to ask ourselves, how did this happen? And I think we can start off with like the pretty obvious stuff. Harry Kane has been looking amazing. Honestly, the way he lets himself fall to like the 10 slot, and how he assists for Son is astonishing. It's freaking amazing, and his own production hasn't suffered at all from it. Like, he's still scoring. So this is one of the points where I think this is where you really have to credit Mourinho, because 90% of other coaches would look at a player like Harry Kane and just say, "Oh, he's so great. I can't teach him anything. I can't develop his game at all." And I know people have been saying that Harry Kane could do this for years, but let's be real, he hasn't. And that he's starting with this right now, assisting like he's freaking, I don't know, Thomas Müller, or a better version of like a prime Giroud or whatever. It's great, really. It's awesome to watch. The efficiency of Tottenham is quite astonishing, and I think you just gotta give the man credit, Harry Kane and Jose Mourinho, and of course Son too. Son has been tremendous. The way he scores, the way he runs, his timing, his finishing is quite amazing, and just gotta give these guys credit for that. Of course, taking a step back and looking at the greater picture of the development of Tottenham, I think you gotta credit the way they restructured this team. Of course, bringing in Lo Celso for the midfield, Reguilon and Doherty to really slot out these more or less improvised fullback positions, with Vertonghen and other people being gone now. Of course, never having been like a real traditional fullback anyways, but you get the point. Doherty coming in, Hjulberg, and most importantly, or well, maybe not most importantly, I think the fullbacks are the most important step, but still quite impactfully bringing in Gareth Bale, which is just great, a great option from the bench and a great guy to have in Tottenham. specifically, and a great guy to take some of the burden off of the offense in the regular season. And to add to that quickly, two great things about this is, for one, he could blow the fuck up. I mean, he's back in Tottenham, where he, of course, found his stride. He seems way happier, way more content, and it's fucking Gareth Bale. Like, we can expect that he could develop into a great player again if he sees some regular play time, if he's embraced by the team, by the coach, if he feels involved. We saw what this guy can do, and yes, he's a couple years older, a step slower for sure, but he's still Gareth Bale. And I think people underestimate how clutch he can be, how impactful he can be when he's at his best. And there's a good chance we will see him at his best here and that he will continue to improve through the season. Um, and the second great thing is, I think even if Gareth Bale performs amazingly, I don't think Real will keep him. So when he goes back and his contract runs out eventually, you can maybe look to sign him. I mean, of course, it depends on what kind of money going to have to spend on him. But at least it keeps the door open. I think it's a great loan. I think it was very very smartly arranged for Tottenham. And I'm a big fan of it. And the second thing, of course, we would have to address is Mourinho's leadership. And I think this is just one of these situations that showcases if the club backs Mourinho and trusts him, he can pretty much figure out almost every kind of team and make it believe in him. And I think there are still a lot of people that don't like him in Tottenham, but I think they respect him. I think they respect his knowledge. I think they understand that he's one of the greatest to ever do it. And I mean, if you don't think he is, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this guy has been fucking winning silverware like it's nothing. So yeah, I mean, it really showcases his greatness and his timelessness. And I wonder, of course, in that context, the big question is, and a lot of fans have been bringing this up: can Tottenham win the Premier League? So so I have to disagree. I don't think they can. I think the team is still a little bit too thin. While there are options now on the bench, and I think it's getting better and better. I think you just can't really match in depth with like Liverpool, with City, and the other top contenders. Also, I would say that Pep Guardiola and Klopp are probably better regular season coaches than Mourinho is. I think one of the most amazing things about Mourinho is how great he is in championships and how clutch he is, because of course his football is it's great knockout stage football because it's quite easy on the nerves of your players. Like, they know they have to work hard and what they're going to do, and all the pressure of playing pretty football, making great passes, creating opportunities, taking shots. You put that burden on your opponent, which is always like a mental advantage. So I must say I don't think he can win the Premier League with Tottenham, but I wouldn't think it's crazy to suggest he might win the Champions League in like 1 or 2 years. I think if Tottenham has like a great campaign, they finish whatever, like top three, top four, uh, qualify and really get a little bit of depth into the team, maybe send another star, who knows. I think with Mourinho's leadership and the quality that is there, especially because I think Kane is so much more clutch than Sterling is. I think they have a shot of like winning a big knockout stage cup, but Premier League seems hard. I don't know, and I might be totally wrong about this. I'm just spitballing here, but that's my opinion at least. So this having been like a huge topic the last couple of days, I just wanted to add my peace of mind and subscribe. If you want to subscribe, I don't know, I can't control you. And I'm here in the next vid.